I'm from St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands, and my name is Aviela Maynard. My aim with the photographs was to get something from their internal self to show through their external self. And I think they're beautiful because the internal qualities of that person are quite beautiful. And a lot of the people I photograph aren't like conventionally beautiful, as in like they maybe won't be on a magazine, but there's still that quality of beauty in every single person that I think I was able to capture, which was really lovely. A large portion of them are just people I met on the street, in parks, in passing. I've traveled to Philadelphia, New York City, obviously here in Bethlehem and Lehigh University. I was able to go back home to St. Thomas, so I photographed people there. And then I visited my family in Austria, so I got some photographs in Austria and the Czech Republic as well. I think my favorite course that I took was globalization and like tourism kind of course, and I think that was probably the one that influenced me most in this project, because it was research in a qualitative way of when you interview someone and they talk about their experience, you can't say, okay, they're on a 7 on a scale of like happy or upset. You just have to you have to connect with them in an interpersonal and emotional way, and that's how you can understand the way that they're feeling. And that really helped me with Imago Dei, because a lot of the times they'd be really vulnerable about their own personal experiences with life. And understanding that just because it's not like a metric or some kind of quantitative data, it's still extremely valuable. The systems in our lives, they influence way more than we think they do. And what I mean by that with Imago Dei is that our perception of the meaning of life and these abstract things like ideas and thoughts, they manifest themselves in very real ways in our everyday life. Gabriel Windsor, who I met in New York City in Bryant Park, he was a really cool person to talk to. The only reason I got to strike up a conversation with him was because he asked me for some money for lunch. But it was a really cool experience getting to see how he loved to read and he loved to discuss just philosophy and ideas. And this is my childhood friend's father. He's Glenn, a fisherman back in St. Thomas. Yeah, I just really liked the composition of this photo and how I could kind of communicate his kind of rugged nature and his personality through this picture. Yeah.